to do a different circle now.
Every paragraph?
Not every paragraph. What we're going to look for are the bold words. And we're also going to prioritize, because I see some words that we probably should know about on here. What looks like important things on here?
Drought and grazing.
Okay. So somewhere on an orange circle, you should write something about freezing, drought, and grazing. It says in that paragraph there are many kinds of plants, or grasslands, or grasses, of course. Did you know that? Not that all grasses are the same. There are hundreds of species, there's that word again, that populate the world's grasslands. One thing that most grasses have in common is that they are tough, hardy plants that can survive fire, heat, freezing, drought, and grazing. Oh, this is important.
Can you know how to write the nutrients part?
Or just that paragraph?
How am I supposed to write it?
I think what you're going to do is wait to the end and listen to it again. New plant. Okay, grasses, roots that grow deep in the ground. We know that the grass roots are important. Why are grass roots important? Patrick.
Because that's what helps the grass regrow and, well, oh, really?
Yeah, well, it provides organic material for the soil again.
Yeah.
But what else does it do that's really important that didn't happen in the dirty 30s?
It keeps the soil stable.
It keeps the soil down. The North American grasslands are known as prairies. Oh, here it is. Wasn't this a science thing? The amount of rainfall determines what kind of grasses are happening. You guys remember that? That was in the science.
Mm-hmm.
It was on the sheet there. And there are these types of prairies. Oh, it says can you get the height of the grasses tells you that. So that would be a page that would be the highlights of that. Oh, look. This was in the science book too. What we're going to do is repeat the video, then you have time to write it. But if we wait for you to write everything in the notes, then this video will be longer than Jurassic Park.
I'm putting in my own words.
Yep, putting in your own words would be good too. Okay, I'm going to move to the next page, and we will come back to this, and I'm recording it so you have enough time to do it.
And we're ahead of the challenge.
Oh. Come on.
You're in 10.
Not trying. Do I have this on? There we go. I need that on. Now let's scroll down.
And where's teach? It doesn't. So depend on which teacher.
Got it. There we go. Is that the next page? Okay,
Yeah.
so this is about tall grass prairies.
I did it.
What's that question about sod on science?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like how did sod help people build their houses?
And no, why did people who live on the prairies use prairie sod?
Okay, and what was the answer about prairie sod?
Because they have a lot of it.
There's a lot of it, but what's not on the prairie? A lot of. Look, do you miss something?
Trees.
Tree, yeah. So that would have something to do with it. Travel, maybe you're pretty settled there. I think this is on the test.
Wait, what is sod? Is it a strong material?
Sod. Your parents sometimes have to buy sod when there's no grass in your yard.
Sod is,
Oh yeah, sod. Like sod rolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so these people cut down their trees,
Mhm.
and she saw them like putting sod rolled in grass.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Here's when I went to a long time ago, I went to the watershed, and they talked about the depth of the roots. So it's really important that it goes down. And then the other thing that she talked about was when there's a fire, a prairie fire. Did you get? Is this in that book too? That it actually helps some plants because the roots are so deep, it's protected. It says in a tall grass prairie, some grasses grow like big blue same.
No, the one in front of the higher one.
European settlers.
Yeah, what's the date?
Okay, it's 1800s, and everybody, when you see notes, it seems like kids always want to write dates. I don't.
No, I think they do
Okay. All right. So the height of that has to do with what? The amount of rain. Good job. Okay. The mixed grass prairie, when you go westward, it gets less rain, and it's a mixed grass. So that means there's tall and short grass mixed together. So look how it's going down. In short grass prairies, we're going to have less rain, and as that's near the Rocky Mountains. Yep. Okay. Okay, let's move down. There we go. Okay, so these are more short grass prairies in Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico. So as you go west, you have short grass prairies, and it has to do with having less rainfall. Okay, here's something that's important. This rain shadow is in the geography book and the science book. It says here, the short grass prairie gets little rain because the mountains create a rain shadow. This means that the warm, dry air winds blowing down from the mountains make the area dry. So basically, when you're near a mountain, depending on what side you're on, it's going to be dry weather. Okay, in short grass prairies, most grasses such as buffalo grass grow between 8 and 18 inches. Okay, moving on. Ooh, look how deep some of these roots are. That is 8 inches. Look, is that 15 inches deep?
No, that's feet.
It's 15 feet?
Yes.
Wow.
Feet on the side.
Look at this. So that means that this is buffalo grass?
No, it's the one right next to it. Wait, if it's 15 feet, would that mean that it's taller than like a grown man?
But isn't that a short grass right there?
Yeah.
Has this really deep roots?
It's this plant right here.
But there's no label by it.
It says feet.
Is it under?
It's underneath.
Oh, it is. Oh, the cylindry blazing star.
What about this one?
Yeah, those are really deep too. Okay. Now let's look at this real quick. The importance of fire. It says most things can't survive it. What's your note on it, Kate? It says fire can actually help a prairie. It's because
I don't get that.
Here, I can tell you what I wrote. It's part of like kind of the first sentence. Did you know that they put more different fires in to stop the growth of the forest?
they use fire to control the growth of the forest. But the temperature below ground level is after this. Oh, it says here, after a fire stops, the grass roots can quickly give rise to new stems. Oh, this is what you're talking about, Kate. By contrast, if any young trees or shrubs are growing on the prairie, they will probably be killed by the flames. Were it not for the fires, trees and shrubs would continue, and then that would kill the grass. So there's a competition for the soil between the trees and the shrubs and the grass. And the fire makes sure that the grass wins that competition.
And I turned it into my own words because I
Well, this is where Kate got her note. Manage the prairies, set fires known as controlled burns to prevent trees and shrubs from growing.
And then it's harder to build there because they have to dig up all the roots.
I don't think they have to dig. Oh, you mean the trees?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not sure. Or if I don't understand what you're saying.
Like to build on top of it, they have to dig up the roots.
Let's go to the next one. Okay, until the 1800s, fires occurred on the prairies when lightning struck. Native Americans also set fires. I didn't know that. They sometimes set fires around an herd of bison to force animals to run past a particular spot. Hunters would kill the bison, which would be used as food. Native Americans also burned the prairie because the burnt plant material adds nutrients to the soil. Oh, that's where we get organic material from the burned nutrients. Oh, it's just when the Europeans came to the prairie, they usually put out any fires, thinking they were dangerous. Because of this, many parts of the prairie, that's on the test, I know, I saw it. So at first we thought it helped. All interactions of plants, ecosystems, in science what we call that is we've been calling it a biome. And there's different types of biomes. There's a desert, it's called a biome, and there's different types of forests. Okay. Oh, this looks familiar from science. Consumers and producers and decomposers. What are consumers? Who remembers what a consumer is? Cam? Things that eat things, and what are producers? Don't say. Okay, so what's an example? There were plants. So plants are producers, and then consumers, and then decomposers. Yeah, like didn't we say there's like bacteria that breaks down things? Okay.
And you know what?
Oh, what did we call non-living substances? We were calling that there's organic material and inorganic material. Okay. The sun with its light provides heat and energy. Producers are the grasses and other plants. Okay, we know that. Primary consumers. Oh, that'd be like this rabbits there. Ooh, secondary consumers are the things that eat the primary consumers. That makes sense. I know that happens every day. It's been happening every day since 1998.
This school has been here since 1895.
I know people jump down those steps, and I'm tired of fighting. Okay, what looks good on here? Oh, prairie potholes. I like this one. Prairie potholes are called prairie wetlands. These would have water for only a part of the year, and are known as prairie potholes. These are important for nesting and breeding birds. I think this is on the test. Oh, here's about decomposers. In the prairie system are organisms that break down dead plants and soils. Oh, here we go. Oh, what did we say in the DOL like 2 weeks ago? When you grab into get a handful of dirt, what are you holding?
You're holding
There's more microorganisms in the world than there ever were people.
microorganisms than there are people in the world.
That have ever lived on the world, yeah.
Ever.
So we need all those microorganisms. Okay. Preserving the prairies. Here we go. We get something over restoring them. Small area prairies. There are, in the area where prairies are today, there are warm, shallow ocean between 440 million. Okay, scientists know they're finding. Okay, moving on. Okay, different types of grasses. Oh, prairie animals, those are important. Hey, this is a word that I always have an issue with. Anybody seen this one before? This one right here? Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, what's that word? Does anybody know that word? Does anybody's parents talk about that? About the what? This is like from the pea family. These plants have flowers with complicated shapes. Prairie legumes include various kinds of clovers, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, here's some different types of animals, snakes and grouse. Let's see. Okay, more animals.
That wolf kid over
That's what coyotes look like.
there was like a
Oh, I've seen that before. This is really good. I think we don't look enough at this. Are there any words that stick out here? Zach, help me. What word looks here that you've not seen before? Because what you do when you see this is skim, which means quickly look at. What's a word that looks unfamiliar? let's look at it then. He just said
What is a grouse? What's a grouse?
a grouse. Is it? Oh, a grouse. Does anybody know what a grouse is?
What's that?
That's a type of antelope. A grouse is a type of bird. And he was just asking what. Okay, that's a type of bird. Okay. Okay, didn't we just say that blazing star is one of those plants that has the deepest roots? Let's look back at 17 and see if we can find this. So we need to find, what is it again? Indigos? The indigo means blue, so it,
There's
and indigo is a, oh, wild indigos which have a white and cream color, so it's a type of plant.
Go back now.
I'm going to hit stop on the video because I think we got a lot of good notes out of this.